Hey Vapors! In this DFW Vapor video, I am very excited to be introducing Joyetech's new eGrip 2. This mod is pretty slick looking. The wattage output range is 1 to 80 watts. The temperature control range is from 100 to 315 degrees Celsius and 200 to 600 degrees Fahrenheit. It's also surprisingly small. We'll get more into features and functionality in a moment, but first let's take a look at what comes in the box. Here is the box with some information printed on the back. Opening it up, we find a detailed user manual provided for you. The eGrip 2 is right here on top. Looking down below, you will find a warranty card with a scratch check code and a QR code that can be scanned to take you to the registration webpage. There is also a small card that provides instructions on how to prepare an atomizer for use. On the back of this card, there is a cool chart that can help you choose a great atomizer for your best personal vaping experience. In this long box, you'll find a micro USB to USB cable. In the other box, you will find a bunch of goodies, including atomizer heads, a notch coil 0.25 ohm DL, a BF stainless steel 316 0.5 ohm DL, a BF Clapton 1.5 ohm MTL, and a BF RBA M&L. There is also an alternative mouthpiece which has a spiral built into the tube. This spiral was designed as a splatter guard to protect your mouth from the possibility of hot e-liquid coming up out of the tank. The built-in tank has a 2 milliliter capacity. The entire mouthpiece can be easily removed by unscrewing it like this. With the mouthpiece removed, you can fill the tank through this top opening. This is an atomizer adapter with the 510 threading. It allows you to bypass the built-in tank and use any 510 threaded tank of your preference. The included atomizers can be screwed into the bottom of your mouthpiece, which then can be screwed directly into the built-in tank. This ring is your adjustable airflow control, which you can open or close by rotating it clockwise or counterclockwise. Here is your 510 drip tip, which can be easily pulled out and replaced. When it comes to features and functionality, let's start out with some basics. First of all, this is your micro USB port that is used for charging and for firmware upgrades. Here is your up, down, and fire button. You can power the device on or off by pressing the fire button 5 times quickly. To vape, you hold the fire button while inhaling. Release the fire button when you have received enough vapor for your inhale. Before you vape, you'll want to make sure your device is set to an appropriate output range per the atomizer you are using. Use the up and down buttons to make adjustments to your output setting. You can choose between your different output modes by pressing the fire button 3 times. The top line will start to blink to let you know you can scroll through your options. Now use the up button to scroll to power, bypass, the screen where you set date and time, temperature control, or TCR. To set your date and time, press the down button when you are on this screen to select the number you'd like to change, then the up button to start making adjustments. Let's check out entering your extended menu screen. To do this, make sure the device is on, then simultaneously hold the fire and up button to enter the LED color interface. Once here, you can use the up button to scroll through the various pages. These pages include LED color, which allows you to choose between 8 LED color modes. Screen, which allows you to select an amount of time your display stays on after use. Custom logo mode. And game mode, where you can play Flappy Birds in easy, medium, or hard difficulty settings. The LED color selector is pretty cool. Here's how it works. Use the down button to scroll to blue, green, yellow, red, purple, cyan, white, or off. Press the fire button to select your highlighted LED choice. Green is the best. The functionality is the same for these other menus. Use the down button to scroll through your options. The fire button selects an option, and the up button will scroll through the various screens. When in Temp Control mode, you can adjust the various settings by pressing the fire button 3 times, then use the down button to scroll through the options. Options include atomizer type, power output, coil lock, and a peripheral meter. I'll explain each of these more now. The Temp Control atomizer types you can choose from are nickel, titanium, or stainless steel 316. The power setting lets you select the wattage output the mod will use to reach your selected temperature setting. The coil setting lets you lock in a reading of the atomizer that is installed, which helps the device work in a fine-tuned manner. Use the up button to lock and unlock the atomizer reading. There are 3 peripheral meter options: puff count, puff time, and the current battery amperage reading. Thanks for watching our DFW Vapor video on the eGrip 2. Be sure to subscribe to our channel to catch all our new eSig videos. Have a great day.